So this will be my interpretation for Capricorn. Um, Capricorn is the 10th sign of the zodiac. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, and Capricorn rules the 10th house. Okay. So Capricorns, I feel like Capricorns are really, really known for their ambition and, like in a sense, I want to say like their willpower and things of that nature. They're Capricorns are really down to earth. They really perceive things realistically, whereas Sagittarius might perceive things more in a sense, I want to say like dreamy, but it's more like Sagittarius, they're more, free, and they believe in they think that the universe will put things in alignment for them, and now I'm not saying that Capricorn might not be this way, but because there are a lot of attributes and things of that nature. But Capricorns, they're more goal oriented, and they're more also action oriented, I want to say, in the sense that when a Capricorn wants to do something, they technically take their own destiny in their hands. Like if a Capricorn wants to do this or that, then typically these are um goal oriented people as well. They're also very dedicated and determined, and like very ambitious, like I said earlier. These are people whom are willing to put in the work. Like they understand hard work forever pays, in a sense. That saying, no pain, no gain. I feel like that's a quote given to us by Saturn. And I feel like Capricorns, they well understand this because they are ruled by Saturn. So they're very realistic. They very, like I said, realistic. I already said that. Um, so Capricorns, these are people that tell it like it is. Like they're very, very honest. Like honestly, sometimes they can seem to be, I want to say mean, simply because they're honest. So it might not always be their intentions to be rude, but it's because they do have the tendency to just tell it like it is, and it's like they can I want to say have big egos, but like what I'm more getting at is this: like they understand their value, their importance. Like the 10th house is all about status in the public's eye, so they are in a sense kind of status oriented, but they also do, so they do have the tendency to want to build a neat, beautiful reputation for themselves. Most of the time it's like that's the person whom gets what they want if they want it. Like I said, Capricorns will not take no for an answer. Most of the time, they do have the tendency, like when they want to do something, to get up and do it. But these are also, I want to say, like managers, or it's more like they can they're good at leading. It's a cardinal sign. They're good at um organizing and things of that nature, right? So for instance, the previous Earth sign was Virgo, and this was already established. Like Virgo is very good at managing, being realistic, being practical, and things of that nature. So now when it comes to Capricorn, and it's also like whereas Virgos, they might have a tendency to be okay like doing things for people. Like Capricorns, they're more good at telling people what to do in a sense. So it's like they're good at telling people what to do, so it's not really a bad thing. Like if you were to want someone to lead, typically it would be a Capricorn, because they're very realistic, they're very focused too, and they're very focused, like tunnel vision when they have something that they want to do, and they do have a tendency to be able to achieve it and attain it. But sometimes they might fall into this trap of being lazy, simply because they all the work might be mental. So in the sense that like they might be plotting out what they're gonna do, or like, yeah, I just want to say that, like, because it is technically mental, because they are, like, the people that are good at getting people to do things in a sense. And Capricorns, you can count on a Capricorn. They're very honest, and it's like if they tell you they're gonna do something for you, they tend to do it. Like I said, they're determined to. Capricorns, yes, they might be known for being, in a sense, serious. Like, people think that Capricorns don't particularly know how to have fun or unwind. And in a sense, this is true, but I don't know what it is, but it's like Capricorns, they do also have the tendency to be funny, and kind of like they can be like funny and fun to be around. And just like, in a sense, free spirit. Oh, yeah, I want to say free spirited, but it's like sometimes they do have the ability to let go. It's like they can be funny too, and they do have the tendency to have a good humor. Like, I have a friend, she's a Capricorn. She is, like, really focused on getting her shit done and things of that nature. But she can be very silly and very funny. So it's like there is that aspect of it. So they can be very funny and things of that nature. They can also be reserved. Like, a Capricorn might not go around talking to everyone and anyone. They, in a sense, might be reserved. Like, they might feel like my energy is of importance, so there isn't particularly a need for me to waste my energy. They're also, very strong because they're an earth sign. They're like, they can be sometimes emotionally, I want to say dry, but it's like not dry because, they do have the tendency to, they do feel emotions. It's not like they're emotionless, but they might be good at suppressing and like, pushing their emotions to the side, um, because I guess it might seem like a waste of energy for a Capricorn. Emotion might seem like a waste of energy, but the thing about that is, it's like those emotions need to go somewhere. So just because you push it to the side doesn't mean it's vanished. Now Capricorns might have the tendency to also fall into depression. I want to say, simply for this fact, but also because they do have the tendency to take a lot, but it's because they portray like they can take a lot, so people might give them a lot, or people might, yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at give them a lot. Like, um it might seem like a Capricorn is strong enough to handle someone's emotions, so someone might just put that burden upon a Capricorn, and Capricorns, they can take it all in, but as it builds one day. Well, first and foremost, suppression of emotion causes depression. This is why people get depressed, because they suppress all of their emotions. And it's like, if there's a stagnation, there's always an issue. But when you let your energy flow, then you're good. Then everything is good. It's gonna be like if you let. Oh, never mind. I was gonna rhyme, but I thought it would be weird for some reason. Um, okay. But yeah, so they are the person that can be counted upon also, because they are very attention, not detail oriented, action oriented. Like they do get up and do things. They so they can be counted upon. They are very responsible. So it's like you can count on a Capricorn. Um, but yeah, it's like a Capricorn could do anything. They're very powerful like that. I feel like this might be one of the reasons why they're the mountain goat climbers, or they're the goat, or their goat is the mountain goat, because when you think of climbing mountains, it's a means of some sort of success. It's like when you do all that work and you're on top of the mountain, you are proud of yourself because it wasn't easy to get there. But Capricorns are very good at that. They're very good at doing, I want to say the impossible, maybe, but it's like they're very good at doing things that other people might not be drawn to doing because they are very focused. They're very down to, put in the work. Also, I want to say, um, yeah, they understand the importance, or they understand the value of putting in work because they understand that if you do something now, you will reap it later. They understand gardening, honestly. Because, in order for you to be a gardener, you have to put in all the work. Put, like, plant the seeds, nourish the soil and things, all of that. It's all hard work. And you're not particularly reaping anything at that moment, but as time progresses, you start seeing your gains and your wins. But yes, Capricorns are very focused and they're really good at long-term goals, I want to say. They're really good at, setting goals and then attaining them. Um, they want realness, like they want realty, I want to say, like reality, realty, reality. Ooh, okay, so instead of saying realty, I can just say reality, because reality. They want reality, they want something that's real. And this includes, if they're doing something, they don't want something that's like just half-assed, or like something that they're gonna do now and throw away later. In this, they might also go about relationships this way also. Like if a Capricorn is drawn to someone, well, the Venus would indicate how this plays out. Most of the times, Capricorns want something they can work on, want something that's going to be long lasting, like they don't particularly want a one night stand, I want to say. Like they actually want someone that, they actually want someone, that they can do something with. I laughed earlier because I was talking to one of my Capricorn friends, and we were talking about the most sexual zodiac signs, and I was telling her how it was Gemini, Libra, and Scorpio, and then she was talking about Capricorns too, because Capricorns are like horny goats or something like that. um, but yeah, I guess that was something funny that came to me. But I think that might be it. Thank you for watching, and like they say, namaste.